Hi, Ridgely here from 4D, and probably the biggest source of questions that we get when it comes to online marketing revolves around video. Do I really need video? Why do I need video? Is video that important? And the answer is yes, it really, really is. Why? Well, we live in a generation where people just don't have the same attention spans that they used to, and if you think about it, it's not that complicated. Written word says about so much. The old adage tells us a picture is worth 1,000 words. Why is that? Because when you see a picture, it instantly triggers emotions. It triggers memories. It triggers things in the back of your mind that automatically evoke a whole series of sentiments that you just can't get with a few words on a piece of paper, and people aren't willing to read enough to convey the same amount in the written format. Therefore, video is that important, and if you take a picture as 1,000 words and think of 24 pictures per second, which is a moving video, then you can imagine how much more you can communicate. Now, doing videos is tricky. Some people are naturally gifted at them. That is an extreme minority. Let me repeat that, extreme minority. I had a television show for several years. It took me 2 years of a director saying to me, smile, soften your eyes, smile, soften your eyes, over and over until I thought I was going to hit him. And finally, now I'm relatively comfortable, even though it still makes me nervous to be in front of a camera. Here's the good news. There are many ways to make a video. A video does not necessarily have to involve you being in front of a camera doing it. A video is simply a series of moving images. So let's examine the different ways that you can create a very effective video for your business and your practice. Okay, option number 1 is your picture plus a voiceover. And by a voiceover, I'm referring to a professional voiceover. Someone who simply does the voiceover accompanied by a series of moving images. That way, the only thing you have to do is literally supply your picture. That's it. Is that a good way to go? Absolutely. Highly professional. The voice sounds great. It's embracing, creates trust. This is a terrific way to go, especially if you either A, don't like doing videos, or B, are super busy. No matter what, this is a great option. Picture plus voiceover along with a series of moving images. The voiceover obviously talks about your practice, and at the end there is contact information. Again, probably showing your picture a second time to remind everybody of who this video came from. Option number 1. Now, what are the pieces of software that go along with that? Well, if you are a Mac person, you can use ScreenFlow. Very effective, very easy to use. It simply captures the images on your Mac and puts them into a moving picture video. If you are a PC person, I would recommend Camtasia, which basically does exactly the same thing as ScreenFlow does for Mac for PCs. So those would be the ones that I would recommend. They work very, very well. Let's go to option number 2. Option number 2 is your picture plus your voice. So let's suppose that you want to be the person that has a recognizable voice when your patients come into your office. Great. You can do the voiceover without having to be in front of the camera. I do recommend using a professional to edit that for you, however, because if you're not super video tech savvy, it can seem a little catty-wonkus if the voiceover is not properly synchronized to your images. So again, option number 1, picture, professional voiceover. Option number 2, your picture and your voiceover. You do the voiceover, but you don't have to be in front of the camera. So already we're talking about 2 different options without you having to be where I am right now. Option number 3 is you do the video, you video, pretty clear, right? You video, plus obviously it's your voice because you're the person doing the video. All right. This is way more complicated. because a lot of people have a hard time looking at the camera and acting in any way natural. In fact, not even a lot of people. The overwhelming majority of people look pretty funny on camera. They're way too serious, or they nod their head in funny ways. They do all kinds of wacky things, all of which I know about because I used to do all those things. And I had to learn how not to do those things to just be natural in front of a camera. So there are a number of options here as well. Let me run through these for you, checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. Easiest way is a flip cam. Little tiny camera. Nowadays you can get an HD high definition flip cam for less than $200. It takes great video. You can have a person literally hold it. You can get a flip cam tripod, very inexpensive, 20, 30 bucks, and do it that way. Shoot with a flip cam. No problem. That is plenty good enough. A second option is to have a small camcorder. The one that I'm using right now to shoot this video is actually pretty sophisticated. The one I had before this that I used for 2 years, Sony SR65, about $400, takes great video. I do recommend that you use a tripod, and you can still do these videos yourself. Option number 3 is to hire a camera crew. Camera crew comes in and does what I have here, which is they set up all kinds of lights, make sure everything is perfect, make sure the sound is perfect, check it all. They can take multiple cuts to make sure you look good, etc. So you have your options here are flip, camcorder that you do yourself, or crew. Bring in a crew to do it for you. Now, even when you have a camera crew, you then have further options. The options then are A, edit yourself, which means that you pretty much have to know what you're doing, or it's going to take you a gazillion hours to do a very simple video because everything has to synchronize. It's tricky. You can't load it up properly. It doesn't render the way it's supposed to. There's a lot of little tricks that you pretty much need to know if you're going to edit yourself. Second option that you can do is we can edit it for you. Our film crew is really, really good, and we can do the editing for you. In other words, you shoot the raw video, you send it over to us, we edit it for you and deliver it back to you or load it up on the website perfectly, which makes it's a great way to go. And the last way to do it is you can get a pro crew to do the editing for you. The only difference there is that that can be quite expensive. So those are your different options. For doing it yourself is flip cam, camcorder, or use a full-blown crew. You can edit it yourself. We can edit it for you, or you can have a professional editing team do that for you as well. Now, again, looking at all of the different options, you have your do-it-yourself option, you have call us and we can do it for you option. That, of course, goes along with our done for you package. However, even if you don't have the done for you package, I bet you probably didn't know that we can do the videos for you, and that's all. Yes, we can. We can do the videos for you, or you can have a professional crew do them. If you're interested in us doing the videos for you, you can call us for just getting a quick free consultation to discuss which of the options you want to use. In other words, do you want to go with simply supplying a picture and we supply a professional voiceover? You're doing your voiceover with the picture or doing the full video? Just call us and we will give you all of the options, what that will take, and you can get that done very quickly, very professionally, and it looks great. By the way, the number is 866-247-1476, 866-247-1476, as you can see on the screen. So, again, here's the piece I want to leave you with, and this is the real call to action. Please don't think that not having a video can give you a good enough online presence. It doesn't. And here's a very clear reason why. The person down the street that has a video is going to come across as more trustworthy, more caring, and more warm than the person that doesn't have a video. So don't let that doesn't have a video person be you. You have lots of different options. You can do it yourself, showing you how. We can do it for you, or you can hire a professional camera crew. In any case, at 4D, we are always looking to help you in any way to become a premier dentist and become super successful. So do yourself and your practice a huge favor and make sure you have great video. Ridgely here. Till next time, thanks so much.